Hi everyone, it's Cara Whedbee with Simply Magical Vacations by Cara, your favorite magical vacation specialist, coming to you live for our Friday News live show this Friday, September 28th of 2018. We have a lot to cover today, as you can see in the post, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Tonight, my family's doing our Mickey's 90th birthday party using the box or the kit that D23 sent us for free, which D23 is the Mickey Mouse fan club, Disney fan club. And they sent me this box for free if I would have a party and take pictures and post it under the hashtag D23 party, which you also see in the post here. So let me show you some of the things I've got for our party today. First of all, you can't have a party without Mickey Oreos, Mickey birthday cake Oreos. So we're going to try these tonight. They've gotten mixed reviews, so I'll let you know what my kids think of them. I can't have them, you know, allergies, but I'll let you know what they think of them. So we've got Mickey Oreos for our Mickey's 90th birthday party tonight, or our D23 party. We also have the new Life magazine Mickey Mouse at 90 edition. So we'll have that at our party. This is pretty awesome, by the way. Pretty cool. So got that. Then we also have the D23 Mickey's 90th birthday edition magazine that has this beautiful artwork on it. That's his official artwork for his 90th birthday, which actually is November 18th, but they wanted us to have this party by September 30th. So I've got that for our party. And then here is the kit. I'm also wearing my Mickey Mouse American Original Spirit jersey and my Minnie Mouse hat because Minnie Mouse appeared in the same cartoon that they consider Mickey's debut. So technically it's both their birthday. So that's why it's called the Great Mouse Party for 2019. Here is my D23 party kit. They sent me in the mail. So the inside of the kit looks like this. It's really cute. So in it is a card that explains what to do. And then it says, please use the hashtag D23 party so we can see it. It gives codes if people want to join D23 because of my referral. So that's probably why they sent it for free, so they could get more people in D23. They sent a silicone cookie cutter that's Mickey's pants. So I'll have to use that for something. That'll be fun. Let's see. They sent yellow paper napkins. They sent a bag of Mickey Mouse keychains that say D23 fan club on them. Let's see. They sent red plastic spoons, forks, and knives, and black, so you can mix and match. Then they also sent 20 red dessert plates. You can use that for the Oreos. They sent me D23 balloons. We'll have to blow those up and use for the birthday party. They sent me 24 paper straws, because you know Disney, no more plastic straws. They sent me name cards that we can use, write on people's names on, and then fold over. Let's see. They sent me Mickey Mouse, the true original Globos. Oh, are these balloons? Here, it's like this Mylar type stuff. I don't know. I'll have to take those out of the bag and see what those are. They sent me a Party City discount. I want to use that to buy more supplies. They sent me D23, it looks like decals. Oh, tattoos. These are tattoos. They say, I love D23, the official Disney fan club, and then they have Mickey Mouse on them in the heart, or they say D23 on a Mickey head. And it's a tattoo. The kids will like that. Let's see. They sent me Disney trivia cards here, so we can play Disney trivia. It says official D23 fan club on one side, then trivia on the other. For example, what was the date of Mickey's film debut? This is his actual birthday. Anybody know? Want to write it in the comments? This is a trivia question. It would be November 18th, 1928. And then they sent a way to have like a picture booth type thing. So they send these paper cutout things and they have slits in them, and you put these plastic things, well, they're pretty hard. You put these in the slits and then people can take pictures with this stuff like on their head or whatever. Here's an example of what they have for the picture booth. And then these, I believe, are stickers. Yeah, pages of stickers that say D23, the official Disney fan club. All right, so I'll have to get all this set up. I'm going to take pictures of it. I'll use the hashtag D23, and you'll see what our little party looks like once we get it all decorated. But that is something we're doing today. And thank you to D23 for sending us this kit for free for being a member. So I appreciate it. If you want to be a member too, just let me know and I'll give you my code. All right, so that's the D23 official fan club Mickey's birthday party kit. We're going to do that this evening. Then this week, they released a new Spirit jersey on the Shop Disney app. And so it's not the Disney Parks one. It's the Shop Disney app, which surprisingly has gotten way better since I complained to them multiple times as far as shipping goes. So I ordered this one. It is an adult Mickey Mouse holiday spirit jersey is what they call it. Mickey has little antlers on and little ornaments on it. But look at the back. Look at what this spirit jersey says. Merry Christmas. Now, this is pretty rare to find any kind of Disney merchandise that says Merry Christmas. Normally it says Happy Holidays. So as soon as I saw that saying Merry Christmas, I jumped on it. Now, this one's cheaper than a regular Spirit jersey. Normally for an adult size, it's like $64.99, but these are $54.95, probably because they're holiday specific. And they're on the Shop Disney app. So that's the old Disney store. But I got a discount because I'm a Disney Visa card member, and so I paid like $40-something for it. But that's the new holiday Spirit jersey, and it says Merry Christmas. So just wanted to let you know about that in case you were wanting some holiday Mickey gear. All right, so let's get to the news because there's a lot of it, and some of it is complicated. So we're going to get to it. First, there is a guy, an executive at ABC called Sherwood, who is leaving Disney because of the Sky News deal, because of the fact that we talked about last week that Disney and Comcast were in an auction to get the Sky News stock, basically, and own the company that is in Europe, in the UK. Well, Fox, that Disney bought, owns 39% of Sky. And so they had this auction last week, and Comcast won. They're going to pay $35 billion for the company. And this week, Disney also authorized Fox to sell their remaining shares of the company, that are 39%, to Comcast for $17 billion, which is the same price per share that Fox paid during this auction, or that Comcast paid during the auction. So it's a done deal. Comcast got Sky, and Disney doesn't have as much debt because they were able to recoup some of that money they paid for Fox back from selling the shares of Sky to Comcast. So that's how that story turned out. New cute and spooky treats have arrived at the Ganachery in Disney Springs. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of The Nightmare Before Christmas with a Jack Skellington chocolate piñata, which comes with a little hammer, or bring an adorable Minnie Mouse design to your upcoming Halloween party. Isn't that cute? Those chocolate piñatas are pretty popular. I know a lot of restaurants around here have them as dessert options. There's also a new candy apple cupcake from Sprinkles in Disney Springs. It's a spiced apple cake stuffed with apple filling, topped with caramel cream cheese frosting, dipped in ganache with a vanilla glaze drizzle, and it's available through October 7th at Sprinkles. Kids ages 10 to 16 can now investigate the mysteries of pirates at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Now, this is pretty cool. The nighttime cruise, so it happens at night, takes young buccaneers on a quest to unravel the mystery of Captain Calico's disappearance. Our crew will embark on a quest to unravel the mystery of Captain Calico's disappearance by solving puzzles and collecting clues. You will experience an evening of immersive storytelling during this interactive boating scavenger hunt for ages 10 to 16. The excursion takes place on Thursdays only at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and costs $39 per kid, ages 10 to 16. That's really not that bad of a deal. Babysitting parents, consider that, especially if you're at Caribbean Beach, or even if you're not, you can go over there and do it. Mickey's Halloween Party in Disneyland has sold out. Every single date that they have available for tickets has sold out. I know I posted on my page about that this week, and all of their tickets for all of their parties have sold out. So if you were wanting to go to the Disneyland Halloween parties, which there were only 15 of them, you can't. They are sold out. Let's see. There is a new coin machine, like a printed like medallion is what they're calling it, because it's bigger than a coin, that are pre-made and loaded into this machine at the Art of Disney in Disney Springs, one of which has a Disney Springs logo. They're $10 for a few coins, or you could pay 15, I think. 5 each or 3 for 10. So there's 4 total medallions. You can pay $5 each, or you can get 3 of them for $10, which that's obviously a better deal. But then you have one left that you would still have to pay the $5 for. So to get all 4, you would have to pay 15. There's one with Frozen on it. There's a Disney Springs one, and it's inside the Art of Disney store at Disney Springs. So if you're wanting like a collectible type medallion, then that's at the Art of Disney at Disney Springs. All right, Infinity Falls, which is the new thrill ride at SeaWorld Orlando. It's a rapids raft ride with a fall. Is scheduled for a media event on October 4th, but they are now having soft openings, including today. I saw people riding it today, testing it out. So if you're in Orlando or you're going to go to SeaWorld anytime soon, they are soft opening this ride. It's called Infinity Falls, and they will have the media event on October 4th. So it should be open to everyone soon. We're going to save the ticketing discussion and the new deals discussion for at the end of the news because it's complicated. Let me just put it that way. So we're going to discuss it. It makes it even more obvious why you want to use a vacation planner like me, who does not charge you anything to plan your vacation, to help you plan your vacation. So we'll get into that later. It's very, very complicated. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let me scroll through those slides right now. Pizza Rizzo, this is interesting. It's in Hollywood Studios, a quick service restaurant. With operating hours for the location already quite short, it appears as if Pizza Rizzo will be going to a seasonal operation soon. Yeah, it really is not ever open that long. So it's in the Grand Avenue location where they have all the Muppet stuff. Cast members working at Pizza Rizzo have reportedly been told that they will soon be going to seasonal operation. Many of the cast members are already being advised that they are being sent to other venues around Walt Disney World. Right now, it's not certain when seasonal operation will begin or if Pizza Rizzo will be open during the holidays this year. Some cast members are being advised that a reopening of spring 2019 is also possible, but things could go either way. For quite some time now, Pizza Rizzo has operated only during the hours of 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. If seasonal operation comes about, it's not entirely shocking. Disney has not made an official announcement about this, so we don't know. They're just telling the cast members that it might close in October, or go to seasonal operation at that point. So that's Pizza Rizzo in Hollywood Studios. Just kind of be watching that. This is on the DrDisney.com site. So we'll see what comes of that. Lace up your sneakers and get ready for the most magical race weekend on Earth during the 2019 Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend presented by Cigna. With a new friend joining the new bling and lots of exciting surprises and entertainment, now more than ever is the time to join Walt Disney World for the biggest race weekend of the season. Okay, so here's what the new medals look like. New this year, luck will be on your side for the Walt Disney World 5K as Oswald the Lucky Rabbit makes his race debut. Participants can look forward to picking up their finisher medal, which prominently features the classic Disney character. The original, before Mickey Mouse, there was Oswald. And that's on the 5K medal this year. And then More miles and more medals, whether you're feeling goofy for 39.3 miles or dopey for 48.6, runners taking on one of the weekend's challenges will earn an extra bling. For some added magic, this year's medal for Goofy's race and the half challenge features Goof in spinning form. Celebrating its 5th anniversary, Disney's Castaway Cay Challenge returns for runners who want to accomplish the ultimate running adventure when they set sail with Disney Cruise Line. So basically, you run the marathon and all the races, and then you get on the cruise ship and go to Castaway Cay and run the 5K there. Exciting news for the Run Disney Kids races. Beginning in 2019, participants in the Run Disney Kid Dashes and the 1 mile run will earn a unique medallion for each event. This year's designs feature your pals, Mickey and Pluto. So here's the new bling for Goofy Challenge, Dopey Challenge, and then the Castaway Cay Challenge. Earning a medal for your 26.2 miles of hard work, our Walt Disney World Marathon medal will also feature our host, Mickey Mouse, spinning in the middle. Want to join this 4-park race celebration? Spaces remain in select events, so check out the Run Disney website to figure out how you can earn this bling. So there's the Mickey one if you run the marathon itself. And I'm surprised there's still spaces available, but there are. Let's see. Oh, still ticket information. There's a lot. Like I said, this will be a long conversation. Let's go to Disneyland Paris. Disney parking, a $45 Euro price, will give you reserved parking options at Disneyland Paris starting in October. So Disney Parking Plus will be available on a first-come, first-served basis starting at 30 minutes before park opening. Parking at Disneyland Paris is currently 25 euros, though annual pass holders and hotel guests can park for free, just like in Disney World. Starting on October 1st, guests will be able to pay for front row access to Parking Winnie at Disneyland Paris. The $45 or 45 euro upcharge parking spot will allow guests to park in the front 2 rows of the Winnie lot. Disney Parking Plus will be available on a first-come, first-served basis starting 30 minutes before park opening. So there you go. New preferred parking at Disneyland Paris. Rock your dots in a new way with the newest Minnie Mouse collection, exclusive at Coach at Disney Springs. Now, here is a phone number. Pay attention. You can call 407-560-0336 to get to the Coach store in Disney Springs, which is the only store that has these products. So if you're wanting those particular Coach products, you must call their store in Disney Springs and they will ship them to you. 407-560-0336. They're not available online or at any other Coach store. The new Royal Caribbean app now works on Brilliance of the Seas. So Brilliance of the Seas has been added as a ship to the Royal Caribbean app. Also, Royal Caribbean's new Wow sale will be available for bookings starting October 1st. It'll be 60% off the second guest plus kids sail for less, plus a bonus of up to $100 to spend at sea. Beginning October 1st, you can save 60% on your second guest, and that's just the start of the savings. Kids sail for less, 30% off the third and fourth guest, and this is on Royal Caribbean. Sail into the holidays. You'll also save up to $150 when you sail during the holidays. And then if you book 6 months in advance your cruise, you will get $100 to spend, or up to $100 to spend at sea on sailings booked 6 months in advance with a non-refundable deposit. This WOW offer is available October 1st through 31st on Royal Caribbean. Speaking of cruise lines, and we'll talk more about the Disney Cruise Line announcement for 2020 that came yesterday, but the Disney Wonder is now adding concierge staterooms. So there will be 12 staterooms on the Disney Wonder that are being converted into Category V, as in Victor, which will be concierge family ocean view staterooms with verandas. The furnishings and amenities will be upgraded by the September 30th, 2019 sailing on the Disney Wonder. So they will do that construction while people are sailing on the Wonder. I actually will be sailing on the Wonder in November. So it's only 12 rooms and they're on the 8th deck. So that is where they're doing those concierge level rooms, and they will be done by September 30th, 2019 on the Disney Wonder. Disneyland continues to expand the number of quick service locations which are offering mobile order capability. Edelweiss Snacks, Refreshment Corner, Royal Street Veranda, and Stage Door Cafe will all start supporting mobile ordering functionality this week at Disneyland. So they really love mobile ordering there just as much as we love it here. There are also 4 remaining dates or section of dates for the Candlelight Processional that have not been announced yet, and they were announced this week, including our dates for when we're going for our surprise trip. So the new names are November 24th through 25th is going to be Helen Hunt. November 26th through 27th is Alfonso Ribeiro, otherwise known as Carlton from Fresh Prince. Bart Millard is December 10th through 12th, which isn't he the Mercy Me lead singer? I think so. I think that's his name. And then, excuse me, Alili Carvalho, December 21st through 23rd. She is actually the voice of Moana. And then our dates is Cal Ripken Jr., so December 28th through 30th. That's who we'll have reading the Christmas story. So we're excited about that. Now, last week, we talked about Rafiki's Planet Watch closing in Animal Kingdom. Just now, I was on Twitter, and Disney Parks blog announced that it is not closing permanently. It is only closing October 20th, and the character meet and greets will close September 29th of this year. But then they just announced today that it will reopen in the spring of 2019. So apparently they need to do some refurbishments to Rafiki's Planet Watch. So everything will reopen next year. So they're not closing it permanently. It was just a refurbishment time period. So it's closing October 21st. The character meet and greets are closing September 29th temporarily, when it will reopen after a refurbishment in spring of 2019. So there you go. At least we got something back. All right. So for the holiday season at Disney World, the Candlelight Processional is just one of many ways to experience holiday magic at Epcot, including food. Their all-new menu at the Feast of the Three Kings Marketplace features sofrito marinated beef with sweet plantains and olives, queso fresco stuffed arepa topped with shrimp, crushed avocado ají, and tomato sauce, as well as arepas topped with melted queso fresco. Other new food items this year at the Festival of the Holidays include Black Forest roulade with cherry whipped cream, Bavaria Holiday Kitchen in Germany, hand-carved smoked ham with green beans and sweet potato casserole at the American Holiday Table and the American Adventure, and 3 variations of croissant donuts at the Taste Track Marketplace. For even more new foodie fun, track your purchases of 5 select holiday cookies in your festival passport by collecting a unique stamp for each one. Then stop by Holiday Sweets and Treats to receive a special complimentary completer cookie and a glass of milk. Well, that's cool. There will also be a brand new marketplace this year, so keep checking back to the Disney Parks blog for that announcement. If you'd like to take some holiday magic home with you, be on the lookout for a new Festival of the Holidays t-shirt and hoodie featuring those lovable rascals Chip and Dale in festive attire. Or while you watch those chestnuts roast, huddle next to the fire under a new Festival of the Holidays throw. Merchandise will be available inside Mouse Gear and throughout the showcase. Beyond the Candlelight Processional, several other favorites return for this year's Festival of the Holidays. Chip and Dale's Christmas Tree Spree Scavenger Hunt is fun for the whole family as you travel around World Showcase looking for the famous chipmunks and their ornaments. I will totally be doing that. When you purchase a map and stickers for the hunt and find all the ornaments, return your completed map for a festive surprise courtesy of Chip and Dale. Then make your day of merrymaking complete with a viewing of Illumination's Reflections of Earth. The nighttime spectacular takes place on the World Showcase Lagoon and features a special holiday-themed finale that will paint the night sky with joy. This will be the final holiday season for Illuminations, as it is currently scheduled to conclude at the end of summer 2019. So whether you'll be seeing it for the first time or the 50th time, now more than ever, it's time to give this classic show a fond farewell. I'll be seeing that too. All right, Princess Cruise Line is releasing their Great Escape offer. It's a shore excursion credit offer available September 25th through October 9th of 2018 booking period. And the Great Escape sale is September 25th through November 19th of 2018. Voyages are select cruises sailing winter 2018 through spring of 2019 to these destinations in the Americas, the California coast, Caribbean, getaways, Hawaii, Mexico, Panama Canal. Exotic locations include Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, South America, and the South Pacific. Deposit of 10% per guest is non-refundable for these packages. And you can combine them into groups as well. So if you have a group of people wanting to go, that's fine. All right, the Great Escape Sail. It gives you the perfect escape route to cannonball into clear Caribbean waters or snorkel through coral reefs and down under. Wherever you dream of escaping to, there's no better time to cruise there. Book now and save up to $900 on epic destinations sailing winter of 2018 through spring of 2019 on Princess Cruise Lines. During Great Escapes, you will get up to $900 off per stateroom, which is up to $450 per guest, plus third and fourth guests from $279 apiece. Plus, for a limited time only, when you book a cruise to the Caribbean, Hawaii, Mexico, or the Panama Canal, you'll receive up to $200 per stateroom in a short excursion credit, so you can explore even more in these captivating locations. So there you go. If you want to go on a Princess Cruise, let me know. Okay, the holidays at Disneyland Resort begins November 9th. I've had some people ask me because they're planning for trips next year, when does Disneyland decorate for the holidays? And that would be starting November 9th this year. November 9th, transforming the happiest place on earth into the merriest. From tasting tidings to spirited entertainment, here is what you are most excited to experience. A Christmas fantasy parade at Disneyland Park. A Christmas fantasy parade is a Disneyland holiday tradition. Whether it's Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse offering Yuletide greetings, Santa Claus with his prancing reindeer, or Disney princesses dancing at the candlelight ball, everyone has a favorite part of this classic parade. As we get ready to welcome back a Christmas fantasy parade, the last day to experience the Pixar Play Parade will be November 4th. Pay attention to that. That one ends November 4th. So it will be the Christmas fantasy parade after that. Festive food marketplaces at Disney's California Adventure Park. As part of the Festival of the Holidays, they have that there. They do it at California Adventure. A delicious mix of holiday dishes and beverages found at the festive food marketplaces celebrate diverse cuisines, cultures, and traditions. Come hungry. To make way for Festival of the Holidays, Paint the Night Parade concludes its limited run on November 7th. So no more Paint the Night or Pixar Play Parade starting in November 7th in Disneyland or California Adventure. Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks at Disneyland Park. In the evening, spirits will soar during the awe-inspiring Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks spectacular. This returning favorite culminates with a magical snowfall finale, a truly special wintry treat. Disney Viva Navidad Street Party at Disney's California Adventure Park. As part of the Disney Viva Navidad holiday celebration, a colorful street party comes to life with musicians, dancers, and giant Moheganga puppets. The three caballeros, Donald Duck, Panchito, and Jose Carioca, lead a jolly, joyous celebration. Seasonal decor at the Disneyland Resort. Wherever you look, the sights, sounds, and tastes of the holidays will put you right in the spirit. The halls will certainly be decked, from the glistening Sleeping Beauty's Winter Castle at Disneyland Park to the gussied up sparkle along Route 66 in Cars Land at Disney's California Adventure Park. So, like I said, Disneyland holidays season starts November 9th. And no more Paint the Night or Pixar Play Parade when it starts. By the way, what is not happening is World of Color holiday version. So they still have not fixed World of Color. I don't know how long that's going to take for that show to come back, but it's not done yet. All right, here is the deals that were just released this week. So we'll talk about those when we talk about tickets, because it affects tickets. Tickets affect them. All right, so Early Morning Magic at the Magic Kingdom is a separately ticketed event. You must have a ticket to the parks plus add this event. And they are doubling it. They're doubling the amount of attractions offered at Early Morning Magic at the Magic Kingdom. It has delicious breakfast and limited entry early access rides on Fantasyland favorites like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And starting on December 2nd, Early Morning Magic will be bigger and better than ever. The number of attractions available for you to experience will double, with returning favorites like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, as well as attractions new to the event, including Princess Fairy Tale Hall, so you can meet the princesses, It's a Small World, Mad Tea Party, Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid. So this starts December 2nd, an expansion of Early Morning Magic at the Magic Kingdom. The morning also includes scrumptious breakfast at Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe that comes with cheese and cured meats, scrambled eggs, breakfast potatoes, pancakes, and more. Breakfast runs from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and exclusive event-only access to the attractions is from 7:45 a.m. to 9 a.m. This newly expanded Early Morning Magic will take place select Tuesdays and Sundays and will cost $79 for adults and $69 for children. Regular theme park admission is also required. Admission will be limited, so be sure to book your reservation as soon as possible. It's either bookable on the Disney World website or by calling the Disney line, which I will give you the number if you want to call and book that, or I can book it for you online. A 13-minute bonus feature in the Target exclusive Solo: A Star Wars Story Blu-ray, which was released this week, has given us more details on the upcoming Millennium Falcon attraction in Star Wars Land. According to the video, the ride will be able to accommodate 42 guests at a time in 7 pods that seat 6 people each. Riders will be able to interact with the environment, and the pods will be able to rotate 360 degrees. Here's what Asa Kalama, the executive creative director of the attraction, had to say in that video clip. You're truly in control of the fastest and most iconic ship in the entire galaxy. And Hondo, he's gone ahead and added a couple of extra seats so he can get as many of those flight crews through as possible. There are 200 some odd buttons, knobs, and switches on the inside of the cockpit, and they all do stuff. If you're the gunners in the center there and you don't fire back on those TIE fighters fast enough, they're going to riddle the hull with laser bolts. The engineers in back, it's really up to them to keep the whole Falcon in working order, so they're back there furiously working away at their various systems. As for the story of the ride, you are sent on a mission by Hondo Ohnaka, a pirate from Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, to bring back all of the loot. Let's see. Imagineering executive Scott Trowbridge had this to say about the story. If you bring back all the loot and there's not a scratch on the ship, and Hondo is really happy when you bring it back, you might find yourself with some extra galactic credits in your online account. But if you do a poor job, you lose the cargo, you smash up the ship, you might come back owing more money than you started with, the boss man might not be too happy, and when you roll across the local cantina, the bartender might lean over and say, hey, word on the street is your name's been put on the list of a local bounty hunter. I'd watch out if I were you. So how well you do on this mission really does have an impact on your overall Star Wars land-wide story. How cool is that? Riders will also be able to explore the main room aboard the Millennium Falcon. Here, riders will be fully immersed in the space thanks to interactive, tangible objects. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is to open in both Disneyland and Hollywood Studios and Disney World in 2019. We'll see. I think it'll open in Disneyland. We'll see about Disney World. That's about the sale of Fox. Okay, a new Star Wars virtual, this is hard to say for me, a new Star Wars virtual reality experience called Vader Immortal is coming next year. But this time, players can experience it at home with the new Oculus Quest system. That's interesting. Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, will launch in spring of 2019, created by ILM X Lab, the same people that do The Void in both Disney Springs and Downtown Disney. This 3-episode series will explore a yet untold story in the Star Wars universe. Whether it's hearing Darth Vader's breathing behind you and physically turning to face him in person, or wielding a lightsaber with your own hands, Vader Immortal captures the ultimate wish fulfillment, said Colin Sullivan, the head of experiences for Oculus. Untethered VR immerses you in this universe and places you at the center of this amazing story. More details on this new series will be released soon. The new Star Wars VR series will debut exclusively on the Oculus Quest, which is a new standalone VR headset that allows movement tracking throughout a room and is launching in 2019. The new headset will cost $399. Offering 6 degrees of freedom, touch controllers, and no wires or external sensors, players can jump right into the action. Over 50 titles are lined up for this headset's launch, including Oculus Rift favorites like Robo Recall, The Climb, and Moss. So there you go. As always, Magic Kingdom Park has their monthly ice cream and milkshake flavors, and there's still some time left to get September's items. At the Plaza Restaurant, celebrate with your birthday or even your unbirthday with the birthday cake milkshake of the month. A confetti vanilla milkshake in a sprinkle rimmed glass topped with whipped cream, more sprinkles, and 2 mini birthday cupcakes. Plaza Ice Cream Parlor is currently featuring September's ice cream of the month, chocolate chip. And for October, you can celebrate the coming of fall with pumpkin pie or pumpkin ice cream. Prince Eric's Village Market recently received a couple of new items, including the popular Mermaid Donut, which is a yeast donut topped with purple icing, sprinkles, and white chocolate treasures from Ariel's Grotto. Or if you're feeling a little evil, you can try the new Witch's Frozen Brew. This seaworthy slushy features frozen lemonade and frozen Coca-Cola swirled together with Monin cherry, Granny Smith apple, watermelon, and red passion fruit. We talked about this one last week. A new fall-inspired item has just arrived at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The apple cider donut holes can be found at the Isle of Java. Drizzled with icing and covered in cinnamon sugar, these tasty bites are served on a skewer for easy on-the-go snacking. Speaking of mermaids, did you know that there's a new mermaid cupcake at the Disney's Boardwalk? That's right. Splash on over to the Boardwalk Bakery to try this yellow cupcake filled with coconut cream mousse and topped with whipped cream, toasted coconut, a white chocolate mermaid tail, fondant shells, and crispy pearls. While you're there, you can also try the new coconut macaroons. They're jumbo-sized and quite yummy. If you just can't get enough of the mermaid treats, there's one more special cupcake now available at Intermission Food Court at Disney's All-Star Music Resort. The Ariel cupcake is a vanilla cupcake topped with buttercream and filled with white crispy pearls, and it's only offered through the end of September. So be sure to catch it before it swims away, because a particularly evil cupcake will be arriving to take its place. The Maleficent cupcake will be available throughout the month of October. This is a chocolate cupcake filled with spiced chocolate and topped with vanilla buttercream and chocolate horns. Ooh, you'll be eternally grateful for this new dessert. Available at the Artist Palette at Disney Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa through the end of November. The Chosen One dessert features green apple mousse with a caramel center. Ooh. Also, there are princess mini cakes at Amorette's Patisserie in Disney Springs. To celebrate all the new princess-themed merchandise, a royal makeover at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, or even the Dream Big Princess Movie Marathon at AMC Movie Theaters. There's also princess cakes. Amorette's Patisserie is dreaming big with a special limited-time princess cake featuring Rapunzel, which is available September 27th through 30th, Moana, which is available October 4th through 7th, and Cinderella, which is available October 11th through 14th. These chocolate chiffon cakes are made with dark chocolate mousse, raspberry mousse, and white chocolate crispy pearls. For more information on all of these fun princess offerings at Disney Springs, as well as the full schedule for the movies, check out Darcy Clark's recent blog post on Disney Parks blog. Finally, at Epcot, Kringla Bakery has officially reopened. In addition to some savory items like the Norwegian Club sandwich and the ham and apple sandwich, this tasty bakery in the Norway Pavilion offers a variety of snacks that are sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. Of course, the spool bread is back, and also the rice cream, which is a rice pudding with strawberry sauce, the lefse, which is a soft flatbread rolled with cinnamon, sugar, and butter, the berry cream puffs, and more. Princess Anna even has her own treat, Anna's birthday cake. It's a chocolate mousse-filled cupcake with chocolate buttercream icing. Of course, you can't forget about the pretzels. Did you know that Kringla actually means pretzel in Norwegian? Well, never fear, because cinnamon pretzels can be found at the Kringla Bakery. Handmade and coated in cinnamon sugar, these twisted treats are a can't-miss item. Happy snacking! Also, reservations for the Pizza Safari family-style dining experience in Animal Kingdom have been expanded through late February 2019. Originally, the new dining experience was available on a trial basis through the end of October 2018. With Disney looking at guest feedback as to whether or not they should offer it past the trial period, they've decided they're going to offer it all the way into February of 2019 so far. And right now, you can make reservations all the way through February 23rd. This is a quick service reservation. So it's a quick service meal, takes a quick service credit, but you eat it as a family, like family style. Here's military salute packages. We'll talk about that in a second. Those were released yesterday. 2020 departures on Disney Cruise Line we're going to talk about in a second. We're almost done with the regular news, and then we'll get to all of these announcements. All right. The Liberty Square Riverboat refurbishment appears to be extended through fall season. Internal calendars now list the attraction as under refurbishment through December 21st, the last day of fall. Previously, the official Walt Disney World website listed the refurbishment as ending in fall 2018. The internal calendars don't list a reopening date yet. So blogmickey.com is saying they'll keep you posted when they do. Now, the track replacement was finished while I was there, and they refilled the Rivers of America. So there's water there, but apparently they're not done refurbishing the boat yet. All right. New Halloween sweets. Introducing the Chocolate Cauldron, a wickedly sweet treat from Vivoli Il Gelate, which is in Disney Springs, which features a chocolate chip gelato inside a white chocolate dipped waffle cone, drizzled with chocolate sauce and topped with whipped cream. Available for Halloween season. This is so wonderful because we experienced this when we were in Disneyland. It's a little frustrating. So Disneyland, they have your tickets on your app, like on your phone. But there's these fast pass locations and you have to stick your phone under this scanner and it has to scan the barcode of your ticket on the phone and you have to swipe through and scan everybody's ticket in your party in order to use your fast pass. They don't have magic bands. The problem with that is when it's really bright and sunny, the scanner doesn't work as well. And so it takes a little bit longer to get your fast passes scanned. So they came up with a new scanner that has like this little slot in the bottom. According to WDW. These have just been rolled out. This one's at Small Worlds. And so you stick your phone in the slot and that's where the scanner is and it'll be much easier for it to scan in the sunlight. So there you go. Guests 21 and older who are looking for an exciting way to spend Halloween night at Walt Disney World can now purchase tickets for a special event celebrating the 25th anniversary of The Nightmare Before Christmas. This event will take place at the Edison at Disney Springs. Those attending are invited to arrive in costumes, paying homage to the Tim Burton classic. Small plate snacks will be served, along with signature drinks that are inspired by the film. Additionally, guests will enjoy a captivating entertainment lineup that includes live music, the Pearls Dancers, past hors d'oeuvres, welcome cocktail, costume contest, stilt walkers, aerialist performances. But wait, there's more. Amazing giveaways and take-home treats. The Edison's full food and beverage menu will also be available for purchase. This event takes place on Wednesday, October 31st of 2018, and the doors will open at 7:30 p.m. Tickets can be purchased for $85 plus tax and gratuity per person by going to the Edison's website. So there you go. Legends of the Force, a celebration of Star Wars, is an out-of-this-world sound and light show and an impressive lineup of iconic characters that will appear at Disneyland Paris from January 12th to March 17th of 2019 as a limited event. Other Star Wars events at Disneyland Paris include Star Wars: A Galaxy Far, Far Away show several times during the day in production courtyard. Guests should stay alert for appearances by Rey, Kylo Ren, Darth Maul, and for the first time in Disneyland Paris, the fearsome bounty hunter Boba Fett. In addition, guests can experience the First Order March led by Captain Phasma. At Walt Disney Studios Park in Disneyland Paris, enjoy rare encounters with Chewbacca, R2-D2, and C-3PO for those feeling the pull to the light side of the Force. Oh man, they have R2-D2 and C-3PO. For those thrill seekers in your party, there is Star Tours, The Adventures Continue, where you can catch a ride aboard the Star Speeder 1000 for a journey across the galaxy's most recognizable planets. Also, Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain, where you'll pilot an X-Wing and join the Resistance on an unforgettable expedition. All at Disneyland Paris. Just announced today at Disneyland, they have a new mummy donut. You can snatch up this peanut butter and jelly filled treat from Schmoozies in Disneyland. Look, it's a mummy peanut butter and jelly donut. Isn't that cute? That's at Disneyland. They get the best snacks out there. All right. Earl of Sandwich is returning to Disneyland Resort in its former downtown Disney location for a limited time until they figure out what in the world they're doing down there. If they're going to build that hotel or not. The reopening date is October 1st. So you can eat an Earl of Sandwich again in downtown Disney and Disneyland starting October 1st. Okay, so there's also a new Minnie Mouse Coach collection. It's a pink, an all pink Minnie Mouse Coach collection that is only available at Macy's. Luckily, this collection is also available to purchase online at Macy's.com. It's an exclusive pink edition of Minnie Mouse. There are pink mini Coach bags. And here's like the tote bag. They also have several wallets, coin purses, etc. And this is, again, Macy's. They also make keychains and things that you can hang off of your purses, and the collection is available to order online. So there you go. If you want pink Minnie Mouse stuff, go on Macy's website. Fall virtual backdrops have arrived at the Disney PhotoPass Studio at Disney Springs. So this is pretty cool. And again, if you have Memory Maker, this is included in the cost of your Memory Maker. That thing is totally worth it for the photos. So here's like all the, this is from the Disney Parks blog, but here's all the different backgrounds that you can get as part of your Memory Maker there. You can have photo sessions. You don't have to make an appointment. You just show up. Just whenever is convenient for you. Just be sure to visit soon, as many of these backdrops are only available for a limited time. After you've braved the heat and trekked to the studio in your scarf, boots, and flannel, you'll probably be wondering how to download your photos. You can download photos individually for $16.95 each at MyDisneyPhotoPass.com, or you can purchase Memory Maker, which I always encourage you to do. If you want to do Memory Maker one day, just to get those photos, it's $69 to get the digital downloads of all your Disney PhotoPass photos, which are linked to your account that day. Memory Maker one day is available in the My Disney Experience app once you've linked at least one photo to your account from the day to which you plan to apply the entitlement. You can also purchase Memory Maker one day at the Disney PhotoPass studio in Disney Springs. So there you go. Please purchase it in advance, like I tell you to. It's only $169 in advance. It's $199 once you start seeing the photos. Purchase it in advance. You're going to want them, and includes all your photos and your ride photos and the professional ones taken in front of icons in the parks and your magic shots, and now this Photo Pass studio in Disney Springs. So just get Memory Maker. So yes, we already talked about Rafiki's Planet Watch is opening back up in spring of 2019. Yay, good news. You can shop the Dooney & Bourke Villains Ear Hat Bag Collection at Ever After Jewelry Company at Disney Springs starting September 29th, which would be tomorrow. All right, so here's the details. The Villain Ear Hat Collection by Dooney & Bourke includes a tote and a wristlet featuring an all-over pattern of various Disney villains embodied as ear hats. This collection is the epitome of evil elegance. Purchase of these items is limited to 2 per guest while supplies last. Ever After Jewelry Company will be open on Saturday, September 29th from 10 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. The Villain Ear Hat Collection by Dooney & Bourke will also be available at Uptown Jewelers and Magic Kingdom Park. And in fact, they had an AP purchase time for that this morning at Magic Kingdom. With all the room renovations and refurbishments going on throughout Walt Disney World resorts, you can't help but wonder what happens to the furniture and fixtures once they get taken out. Well, wonder no more. They're resold. Right now, CORT, C-O-R-T, Clarence Furniture Center, is now selling multiple pieces of furniture and artwork posters from both Pop Century Resort and All-Star Movies, because they're completely done with the refurbishment at Pop, and they're almost done with All-Star Movies. So if you want to add a piece of your Disney history to your house, that's a way to do it, but you must live in Orlando. It's only at the Winter Park Court location right now. Each set from Pop Century includes a dresser, a 32-inch TV, a nightstand, and a full-size headboard, mattress, box spring, and frame for $499.99. That's actually not that bad for all that stuff. If you just want the bed set, it's $159.99. And the dining table set, which is 2 chairs and a table, is $199.99. This is the furniture from Pop Century. If you want the art, the framed art from the 50s section of Pop Century, it is $199.99 a piece. It's like a collage thing. All-Star Movies furniture is actually the Pop Century bed, but the rest of it's All-Star Movies. Each set includes a dresser, 32-inch TV, nightstand, a full-size headboard, mattress, box spring, and frame. The price for all of that is $599.99 from All-Star Movies. If you just want the dining table and 2 chairs, it's $299.99 from All-Star Movies. If you want the actual coat hanger that they used to have in the rooms, which is so cute, that one is actually $69.99. And there's poster art from All-Star Movies Fantasia Rooms, which is available for $69.99. The furniture sets are graded as a C per CORT's furniture grading scale, which means they have minor but noticeable imperfections, hence the low price. Returns are valid with receipt for 14 days. And currently, again, they are only available at CORT's Orlando location and Winter Park. But maybe you'll see them in other locations soon. Okay, let's get to it. Military salute rates. Discount rates were released this week, 2 different ones, a room discount and a play, stay, and dine discount for spring of 2019. Military rates for all of 2019 up through December 19th were released, and new 2020 itineraries were released through Disney Cruise Line. Also, the new ticketing system was announced that's going to start October 16th. So this is the bulk of the news. This is what you've been waiting for. Let's talk about it. So let us start. I'm going back to the beginning here of my news that I skipped on purpose. All right. Let's start with ticketing. It's the most complicated, but it affects these packages that we're going to discuss after this. So let's just start with it. Walt Disney World has announced a new online destination for vacation planning plus date-based tickets. It's almost like they did the whole like stroke and a kick thing. That's what we call it in counseling, where you say something nice to somebody and then you kick them. That's pretty much what this is. So they're calling this a new online destination for vacation planning as a good thing for you. And then we're also doing date-based ticket pricing for all tickets. So it's kind of a backhanded way of doing things. And really, the vacation planning thing is not going to be that helpful. It's pretty much what's already on My Disney Experience. I'm not really sure why they're calling this a new thing. They're just listing like all the attractions for each park on the page, and they're like in a little card, and you click on the card and it turns over and tells you like stats for that ride, like height requirements and things like that. But if you have a vacation planner like me, then you already get that. I'm already going to send you that when we're making your fast pass choices. So whatever. But anyway, that's what the new vacation planning section of the site is. Let's talk about what you really care about, which is the new date-based ticketing system. Here is their words. At Walt Disney World Resort, we are constantly looking for new ways to deliver the best experience possible for our guests from the moment they book their vacation through the very last attraction they visit in the theme parks. With all there is to see and do in our parks, we know guests are increasingly looking for an easier way to plan their vacation with personalized options that fit their individual needs. Beginning October 16th on DisneyWorld.com, guests will be able to access our new online vacation planning destination and purchase tickets priced by the date of visit. These changes are designed to simplify the booking experience, give guests an enhanced way to purchase theme park tickets, and help them more easily plan the Disney vacation of their dreams. The new online vacation planning destination features park offering overviews, travel tips from Disney Parks Moms panelists, and customized suggestions based on each guest's personal preferences, helping guests make more informed decisions. When I announced this on my Facebook page, I put a link to this video that is on here that you can watch about this. When guests are ready to purchase tickets online, they may use an interactive online calendar, which displays different prices based on the dates that the guests choose to visit, and states tickets will need to be used during a specific time period. The calendar also allows guests to quickly see the lowest price days within a month. For example, prices may be lower during off-peak travel periods. Let me just tell you, they're burying the lead there. Prices are only going to be cheaper during off-peak travel time periods. And so you can check out that video. Let's see. It's on my page. You can see it. Once tickets are purchased, guests will be able to continue seamlessly planning their vacation on the website through My Disney Experience, which guides guests through the different phases and steps of personalizing their vacation to make the most of their travel party's unique interests. Guests can manage their plans through the My Disney Experience mobile app as well, where they will also be able to access the interactive calendar and purchase their tickets on the go. So why are we making these changes? As our parks have increased in popularity, there are more and more guests who wish to experience our world-class attractions. Introducing date-based ticketing and pricing will allow us to better distribute attendance throughout the year so that we can continue to improve and deliver a great experience. These are Disney's words. We're going to talk about what's really happening in a second. 5 things to know about buying tickets at Walt Disney World Resort. Find all of this and more on DisneyWorld.com beginning October 16th, 2018. New online vacation planning destination. DisneyWorld.com will feature park offering overviews, travel tips from Disney Parks Moms panelists, and customized suggestions based on each guest's personal preferences, helping guests make more informed decisions. Date-based tickets and pricing. Guests may purchase tickets using an interactive online calendar, which displays different prices based on the dates they choose to visit. For example, prices may be lower during off-peak travel periods. Tickets will need to be used during a specific time period. Explore ticket types and add-ons. Whether purchasing online, over the phone, or in person, find the ticket that's right for you. From a one park per day ticket to the park hopper option. You can also purchase a ticket with a flexible start date. More on that in a second. Okay, so they just said that they are doing this to reduce crowd levels, but then they are also offering this ticket that's not going to reduce crowd levels. So I don't, whatever. Discover value options. Using the interactive online calendar, quickly see the lowest price days within a month. There's a link you can click on. Remember, the price per day decreases as you add more days to your ticket, so that is not changing. Continue planning with My Disney Experience. My Disney Experience on the web and mobile app will help guide you through the different phases of personalizing your vacation. Okay, it already does that, but as your vacation planner, I do that for you. So I just create an account for you, link it all, and then go through that little thing it's talking about and link everything to your My Disney Experience account. So if you don't have someone like me, it'll walk you through it, but that's not new. It already does that. Okay, so these updates are designed to help you plan your dream vacation, both now and for years to come. This is an incredibly exciting time at Walt Disney World Resort, which continues to grow and expand with industry-leading immersive lands like Pandora, the World of Avatar, Disney's Animal Kingdom, and Toy Story Land, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. In addition to these groundbreaking expansions, guests will also have a chance to experience upcoming attractions that take creative storytelling to the next level, from the recently introduced or announced Ratatouille and Guardians of the Galaxy attractions at Epcot, to a Tron-themed attraction at Magic Kingdom Park, to the first ever Mickey Mouse-themed attraction with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and so much more coming soon. Okay, so if you watch the video, it kind of gives you an idea of how this is going to work. Now, let me just say this. We had a training on this particular thing because they released this information to everyone on the Disney Parks blog and to travel agents at the same time. Then travel agents can comment on the articles that Disney releases. So there were so many comments that they had a training the next day. So I attended the training on this, and it's mostly what this implies it is, but some things are different. So the video that they have on the page that I linked to is not accurate in the pricing. So some people have tried to look at that video and think, oh, this is what the new pricing is. That's not that bad. It's not really going up. That is not the new pricing. The new pricing will be released on October 16th. That video is using the new system with current pricing. Just so you know. So don't try to like screenshot that video and figure out what the pricing is going to be. It's not the new pricing. There is a link, however, at the top of the interactive calendar, which says, see the lowest price days within a month. It's at the top where that little arrow is. And there's a little place there that tells you for this particular month you're in, here's the lowest price days. And it shows you the whole calendar at once. You can also choose a ticket with a flexible start date. Now, here's the thing that just makes them a liar. Okay, so they said that they were doing this to reduce crowd levels. And you can only use these tickets within a certain period of time based on your start date that you choose. And this is also in the packages. So starting October 16th, if you haven't booked yet, boy, buddy, you want to. Because starting October 16th, your package price will go up based on the time of the year you go, not only for your room, but also for your ticket dates. Also within that package, your ticket date is a less amount of time that you get to use it than purchasing them now. So if you want tickets and you want to still have the flexible start date that is currently available for your tickets, plus, if you want to have 14 days to use those tickets from the first day of use, you must purchase them before October 16th. Because once this new system takes effect, that same opportunity to have a flexible start date and give you 14 days of consecutive use, or not consecutive, but 14 days to use them, will cost you $50 per ticket. That's right, friends. You can still buy it. It'll be $50 a ticket more if you decide you want that flexibility. So just letting you know. Also, if you're gifting a ticket, that will be the only way to do it. You will have to pay $50 extra a ticket if you are gifting them, because the only way you can gift them is to let them have a flexible start date and use them within a 14-day period. You can't gift a ticket where you choose the start date for them, not knowing when your family or friends are going to Disney World, right? So also ticket brokers that sell discounted tickets, I don't know how they're going to do that with this new system, unless they sell these more expensive ones that cost $50 extra a ticket. that you can, still choose your start date and flexible 14-day period. That's the only way they're gonna be able to do that. Because if they try it, they can't link to Disney's system to sell discounted tickets. So they're not gonna be able to link to the interactive calendar to let you pick a start date or whatever. So I kind of wonder if that's part of the reason they're doing this. I don't know. But this is all speculation on my part. I'm just telling you what Disney said and then going off of that. Obviously, with this new system, guests will be required to specify the first day that they plan on using the tickets. That will be how the season price is determined. In a change of policy, the tickets will no longer expire 14 days after their first use, unless you pay for the flexible start day ticket, which is $50 extra a ticket. The tickets will now have a much tighter expiration based on the length of the ticket. For 2 and 3 day tickets, it would be the length of the ticket plus 2 days. This is going to get complicated, okay? So I think you're going to understand by the end of it why you want a planner. Let's see. So for example, if you have a 3-day ticket, you will only have 5 days from your first selected day of use in which to use the tickets. For days 4, 5, 6, and 7-day tickets, the expiration is the number of days plus 3. And for 8, 9, and 10-day tickets, it's plus 4. If you get a Park Hopper Plus option, not Park Hopper, this is true for base tickets and Park Hopper, what I just told you. If you get a Park Hopper Plus ticket, it adds 1 more day to that. The date of first use can be modified after purchase. Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare because that can happen within the ticket package too, within a room ticket package. Please, 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 and they reiterated this to us on the call, on the trading, do not, if you are using a travel agent, try to switch the date of your tickets. Let your travel agent do it. Even though My Disney Experience is going to let you do that supposedly, do not switch the start date of your tickets. You must tell your travel agent and let them do that. Please do not do that to me. You will ruin your whole vacation. Do not do that. Do not try to do that. You are in a package if you've booked with me. Do not change your ticket start date on your own. Let the travel agent do it. As with any ticket changes, if you're wanting to add a day, take a day off, go to a Park Hopper from a 1 park per day ticket, whatever, please do not do that on your own. Even though My Disney Experience will let you do it, it will be a nightmare to fix. Fair warning. Okay. And they told us to reiterate that with our clients on our training call with Disney travel agents. Okay. The date of first use can be modified after purchase, although there will be a price difference if the season changes. This is why you do not do it on your own. If you are in a package, all your dates have to be moved, not just your tickets. So it's not like you need to just move your tickets. If you have a room and the dining plan and tickets, all of those dates have to be moved, including your memory maker. And I have to call guest services to do that. So it is not a simple procedure to move your dates. So definitely talk to your travel agent about that. But when you do, if you're moving your dates to a more expensive ticket price season, then you will pay the difference. So if you're just buying tickets on your own and you're not paying the extra $50 per ticket to get the flexible start date and, 14 days of use, then you will be paying the difference between whatever start date you had originally specified to whatever start date you move it to if it's more expensive. If the start date you move your tickets to is cheaper, they will not give you a refund. Okay, because tickets are non-refundable and non-transferable. But they can charge you more if you move from a season that was a certain price to a season that is a more expensive price. Fair warning. Do not do that. Let your travel agent take care of moving your start date if that has to happen. Over the last few years, Disney has introduced a single-day ticket price affected by season and park choice. So we already knew this. If you were buying a 1-day ticket, which I do not ever encourage, but if you are going to do that, you do it online. Do not do it at the gate. They'll charge you $30 more for that ticket at the gate. So if you're doing it online and you're adding it to your My Disney Experience account, there was 2 different prices. There was a Magic Kingdom only ticket that was one price for 1 day, and then there was every other park. You could just choose which one. And then that was a price. Now the Magic Kingdom separate ticket goes away. It is all a 1-day park price. Okay, so no matter which park you choose of the 4, it is a 1 price ticket depending on season. We have no idea what this price will be, but we have heard that it will go up about $10 a ticket, a season, basically. So just so you know, there is no more separate Magic Kingdom one-day ticket. It is all 4 parks one-day ticket starting October 16th, and it will be based on the season you're trying to buy it in. Okay, next bit of news for this. We talked about the extra added days depending on the number of days of tickets you have, and again, it's massively complicated. The only way you get 14 days without paying the $50 extra to use the tickets is if you buy a 10-day ticket. Then you have 4 days added on to the end of the ticket to use it, so you have 14 days. So this flexible dates option is what I'm talking about. It costs you $50 extra per ticket if you add it onto a ticket. That would be the only way you could gift a ticket to somebody. In this example, you can select a 4-day ticket, which is 1 park per day. This is in the video. You will receive a per day cost for each of these 4 days based on the first day your ticket is valid. Now, this is a per day cost, okay? So it does the math for you at the bottom of the page, but basically it shows you the calendar. You pick your start date that you want to start using the tickets on. You select the number of days of tickets and what type of ticket you're getting, and then it tells you your range of dates you can use it in between. But then it also prices it per day. So like, let's say you started on the weekend, but the rest of your days of tickets are going to be during the week. The weekday prices are going to be cheaper than the weekend prices. So it's not like you're going to be charged the same price for every day of your tickets. You are literally charged the price they are charging for that day of the year for every single day of tickets you get based on your start date. Okay? If you purchase a 4-day ticket, you will get 7 days within which to use it. The only way that you can kind of work this a little bit, since you get those added days to use the tickets, look at the whole calendar. Choose the link at the top if you're doing this on your own. If you're not using me, good luck. But if you're doing this on your own, choose the link at the top, look at the whole calendar, and figure out which day actually is cheaper. So like, let's say you actually are going to be there on the 12th of November, but the 11th is a cheaper day to start your tickets on because the price on that day is cheaper than the 12th. Start your tickets on the 11th because then you get a cheaper price per day for all the tickets, and you get a full 7 days to use them if you're doing a 4-day ticket because it's 4 plus 3. So that would be the better way to do it because that would save you some money because starting on the 11th is cheaper than starting on the 12th in this scenario. Okay, we don't know until we see it all, but in this scenario that I'm giving you. So you can be a little strategic about it, or you can have me be a little strategic about it for you, because I do purchase tickets for people who are staying off property and just want tickets purchased. So I will help you with that, but it has to be a 3-day or longer ticket. If you're not doing a 3-day or longer ticket, I will not purchase them for you. Okay. Here's Disney's example. If you're getting a 6-day base ticket with a start date of November 1st, your ticket is valid any 6 days from November 1st through 9th. Because you get 6 days plus 3. If you add the park hopper option to visit more than one theme park on the same day, for example, a 6-day ticket with the park hopper option with a start date of November 1st, the ticket is valid any 6 days from November 1st through November 9th, so same amount of days. However, if you add the Park Hopper Plus option to include visits to the Disney water parks and other attractions, along with the ability to visit more than one theme park per day, this option also extends the period of time within which you may use your ticket by 1 day. So instead of November 1st through November 9th, your ticket is now valid November 1st through November 10th because you get an extra day because you picked a Park Hopper Plus option, and you got to have a day to do the water parks. Otherwise, why pick that option? Clear as mud? See why you need me? All right, let's keep moving on. When will tickets purchased as part of a Walt Disney World Travel Company package expire? This is the package question. Date-based tickets purchased as part of a Walt Disney Travel Company room and ticket package will have one of the following valid use periods, whichever is longer, and the system will choose for you. The same valid use period described above, which we just talked about, or a valid use period beginning on the package resort arrival date and ending on the package resort checkout date. So here's an example for that. For instance, if you purchase a Walt Disney Travel Company package through your lovely travel agent with a 3-day base ticket and a resort length stay of 6 nights with an arrival date of November 1st, your ticket is valid any 3 days from November 1st through November 7th, because that's when you're checking out. So whichever period is longer is how the tickets work in a package. So if you were to purchase those same 3-day tickets outside of a package, they would only be able to be used for a shorter period of time, 3 days plus 2. So you'd only get 5 days to use them. But if you have a 6-night stay and your package is November 1st through 7th, but you only buy a 3-day ticket, you get all the way through the end of your checkout day to use them. The tickets do not have to be used consecutively. That's why they're giving you these extra days at the end, depending on the number of days of tickets you buy. Unless you buy a 1-day ticket, it's only that day. It's like Universal. Universal has had the 1 day where you have to pick the day of ticket for this whole last year. So anytime somebody wanted to go to Universal for one of their days while they were at Disney, then I would buy their ticket and they would have to tell me which day they were going. And again, just like Disney, non-refundable, non-transferable, those tickets. So you pick your day and you better be going that day because you're not getting a refund, okay? So same with a 1-day ticket at Disney now. You pick a day, you must go that day. However, if you get these multi-day tickets, you got a couple of days on the end of it that gives you a little bit of flexibility within that shortened time period of when you can use them. When or why did you shorten the valid use window for tickets? Somebody asked. The new valid use window for tickets better aligns with observed guest ticket usage patterns. Guests wanting additional flexibility can purchase a flexible date ticket for $50 per ticket. Will you still offer multi-day discounts? Yes. The more you play, the less you pay per day philosophy still applies. Similar to today, the price per day decreases as you add more days to your ticket. Multi-day discounts will vary depending on the length of the ticket and your dates. I already purchased tickets for my upcoming visit. Are my tickets still valid? Unused, unexpired tickets will remain valid. Tickets maintain the same terms and conditions, excluding the expiration date of when they were purchased, unless you purchased them after October 16th. Okay, so if you've already purchased them before October 16th, which I did, and I've done for all my clients so far, then it's the same rules that apply. You get whatever flexible start date, and once you start using them, you get 14 days after that to finish using them. Will I need to pay more for my ticket if I already purchased it prior to October 16th? No. Please be sure to check the specific terms and conditions on your ticket to confirm the expiration policy. Are tickets able to be modified? Like what happens if you need to change your date? Yes, you will be able to modify tickets for your clients. This is Disney talking to us as travel agents prior to the ticket start date. And for the first time, your clients will be able to modify their own tickets. Please don't. Online or through the Disney Reservation Center prior to the ticket start date. So main message here is do not do it yourself. Tell your agent. And number 2, it has to be modified before your start date that you've already selected. Otherwise, they won't do it. They won't modify it. Let's see. If the ticket is changed to a higher priced date when it is modified, the guest will be responsible for paying the difference in price. There will be no refunds to changes to a lower price date. If modifications are needed after the ticket start date, guests must visit a vacation planning window in the parks. Are standalone water park tickets included in this change? 1-day water park tickets are not included in this change. Is date-based pricing being implemented at other sites at this time? No, this is being implemented at Walt Disney World Resort at this time. At this time, look out Disneyland. Look out Disneyland Paris. They're going to start it at Walt Disney World, but at this time, it's the only place they're doing this at. That doesn't mean you're not going to be included in the future. Let's see. So one of the bloggers who was like reporting on all this had said something like it's almost like a plane ticket, you know, where Disney can like plus the pricing all the way up until you actually, like if, you know, at the last minute, if you're buying tickets, your tickets could be more expensive than if you'd have bought them earlier kind of thing. That's kind of what he was saying, but Disney like quickly reacted to that and said no. So basically on October 16th, they are releasing, when the ticket system goes live, they are releasing all of the dated pricing through the end of 2019 on October 16th of 2018. And they say it will not change. Now, that's true to a point. Those prices won't change until Disney decides to raise ticket prices, which they do twice a year. You can't tell me that they're going to leave these 2019 prices they release on October 16th for the whole year when they're used to raising ticket prices twice a year. So I don't know, especially if they're seeing that a whole bunch of people are buying tickets for a certain day, despite the price. I don't know if we'll start seeing phased closing or sold out things on the ticket days, since they will know how many people have bought tickets already. I'm not really, of course, you got to factor in annual pass holders too. So I'm not really sure how they're going to factor that in, because if you're staying on property and there's a phased closing and you're, then you're allowed to still go in the parks. But if you're an annual pass holder or you're not staying on property, you usually can't go in the parks and use your ticket. So that's a detriment to you if you're staying off property during the holiday season. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do on that. Are they going to say, sorry, we're closed this day, or nobody can buy any more tickets? We've already sold too many. I don't know. I don't know. And they didn't answer that question. So we'll just have to wait and see. But they say they will not change it based on how many people have bought, and they won't raise the ticket price if you're like waiting till the last minute to book them, unless you're actually booking at the gate, which yes, you're going to pay more if you're booking at the gate. But I don't know, and they won't answer that. So we'll see. Okay, so that's the ticket pricing. Any questions? Here's the thing, just use me. Just use your travel agent, all right? Because this is not easy. It did not make it easier, okay? It made it a lot more complicated. So if you are wanting to do this, just please use a travel agent. I don't charge you any more than what Disney charges to purchase those tickets or to do, your planning or to book a whole trip for you, okay? And most travel agents don't. So if you're wanting that stuff done and you're not wanting to have to deal with trying to read this legal language that I just read to you and figuring out how many extra days you get and whatever, then just let your travel agent handle it. And please, even though My Disney Experience will let you move your dates, do not do it under any circumstances. Tell your travel agent what you want to do and let us take care of that, because it's more complicated than you think. And you will have to pay the difference if your tickets become more expensive when you move them. All right, now let's talk about the deals that were offered this week. There were 3 military rates released for all of 2019, and then 2 package rates released for spring of 2019. So on Wednesday, they released the Play, Stay, and Dine, which you can save up to $500 on a 5-night, 6-day room, Magic Your Way ticket and dining plan package for a family of 4 at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels for arrivals most nights between January 1st through March 9th of 2019, when you book now through January 1st of 2019. Okay. This is an example. And the way they do these examples is they have one junior as one of the children, which is ages 10 and up, and they have a child who's ages 3 through 9. That's how they do these pricing examples. This is not free dining from what I've quoted. Okay. As far as I can tell, they're not giving you the dining plan for free, but they're giving you a discount on it. I don't know. I mean, it says they are. And that pricing is interesting if that's what it is. When you purchase this package and stay at a select Disney Moderate, Deluxe, or Deluxe Villa Resort, you'll enjoy the Disney Dining Plan, which is the middle one, most popular, that offers to savor a variety of delicious dining options. When you purchase the package and stay at a select Disney Value Resort, you'll get the Disney Quick Service Dining Plan. So yeah, it is kind of like free dining. And they always offer this one in the spring, and it's always called Stay, Play, and Dine, and it's only through the first week in March. So it's January 1st through March 9th. I had like 3 clients that qualified for it based on their travel dates, and only 1 that it saved money for. The other 2, they had booked so early that it didn't save them any money, even giving them a free dining plan. So just so you know, it doesn't necessarily save you money because it's a minimum 4-night stay. You have to have park hopper tickets. You have to pay full price for the hotel room, etc. However, the one it did save money for, they had extended their trip 1 day earlier, and because of that, it started on March 9th. And so if it starts on one of these dates, you can still get it for your whole trip. It saved them $957 for one of their rooms. There were 3 rooms, but however, they had to switch resorts. So they were at one moderate. There was no better deal to upgrade them. They would have to have paid a lot more money. So we stayed at the moderate level of resorts, but they switched resorts, and that's how they saved the money. So depending on which rooms that Disney has, like within this package, which it's pretty limited, and it's not nice rooms, they are standard view rooms, which means that you're getting a view of a parking lot, most likely, and it's going to be furthest away from the main building of your resort. But at the resort we moved them to, it has several bus stops and whatever, so you're not going to be that far. But Obviously, there's certain room types that this is never offered for. They include the 3-bedroom grand villas, the cabins at Copper Creek Villas and Cabins at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, the bungalows at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows, and the Disney's Art of Animation Resort Little Mermaid rooms, which is why I could not move another client to it. They were in a Little Mermaid room. So we had to move them to another resort, another value resort, but I saved them $300 with this next package that we're going to talk about. So, the way this works is I will apply it to whatever package you already have, which I already did. The ones I could save money I did that are already booked. But if you're not booked yet and you're wanting to look for one of these dates, then what I'll do is I'll apply both offers to your package and figure out which one saves you more money, and that's what we'll do. The other offer is a up to 25% off room discount. And that's what I use for people going spring break and after. That one, again, doesn't have any preferred rooms, but it does have standard views and some concierge level rooms, which is interesting. And it is, if you are a Disney Visa card holder, there's an even better deal for that one. So the Gift of Magic offer is what this one's called, and it's a room discount. If you are a Disney Visa card holder, you get up to 35% off your room. 35% off if you travel these dates. So this is a very, very good deal. I just want to let you know. So that's where I'm finding the better deals is this Gift of Magic room offer. It's the one that's available all the way through April 27th of 2019, starting January 1st. It's a perfect holiday gift for loved ones, great memories for a lifetime. You can save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney resort hotels when you book now through January 2nd of 2019. So always think about this. I have a lot of people ask me, can I still get free dining for this fall? No, because the free dining promotion ended August 19th. So I can't book it past then, even if they still have rooms left. So same for this one. This promotion ends January 2nd to book. So even though the promotion dates go all the way through April 27th of 2019, if we don't book you by January 2nd, you will not get this discount, even if they still had rooms left. Okay, so, and you can get up to 20% on rooms at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels when you book January 3rd through April 27th of 2019. So to get the bigger savings, you have to book by January 2nd. To get a lesser savings, you book January 3rd through April 27th, and it's 4 dates, January 1st through April 27th of 2019. If you are a Disney Visa card holder, you can save up to 35% during those dates. There's deluxe villas available, Boulder Ridge Villas at Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek Villas at Wilderness Lodge, Animal Kingdom Villas, Jumbo House, and Kidani Village, Disney's Beach Club Villas, Boardwalk Villas, Old Key West, Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. It's 25% off if you book it by January 1st, 20% off after that through April 27th. If you are staying at a deluxe resort, the ones that are available on this deal are Animal Kingdom Lodge, Beach Club Resort, Boardwalk Inn, Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, and Yacht Club. 25% if we book it by January 1st, 20% off if we book it after that through April 27th. Then also Disney's Contemporary Resort, Polynesian, and Wilderness Lodge over in the Magic Kingdom area are only 10% off at that same time. So the only monorail resort, Magic Kingdom area resort that is 25% off is Grand Floridian. The rest of them are only 10% off, no matter when you book. If you are booking a moderate, the cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort, Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, and Disney's Coronado Springs Resort are 20% off if you book by the 2nd of January. If you book after that, it's 15% off. Disney's Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter are only 10% off no matter when you book. And now let's talk about the value hotels. So these are less off because they're, less expensive. Disney's All-Star Movies Resort, Music and Sports, Disney's Pop Century, and Disney's Art of Animation Family Suites only. Remember, the Little Mermaid rooms are never offered at a discount. Okay, so 15% off if you book it by January 2nd, 10% off after that at those All-Star and Pop Century and Art of Animation Family Suites. So again, this is the Gift of Magic room offer. It seems to be saving people the most money. And if you are a Disney Visa card holder and you use your Disney Visa card to make the deposit to book the room, you save 35%. So it's actually a really, really good deal. Let's see. Here's the military salute rates. They were released yesterday. Eligible members of the U.S. military are honored with special ticket pricing at the Walt Disney World Resort theme parks. Military guests can choose either a Disney 4-day military promotional ticket or a 5-day military promotional ticket. The Park Hopper option is included with either ticket, and the Park Hopper Plus option can be added for an additional $50 plus tax to each ticket. The promotional tickets are available for purchase, and not yet. You have to call your base to get these tickets if you're in the military, and you know this. There's a base ticket office. But you have to call your base and ask them when they're supposed to receive the first batch of tickets from Disney, because it's not usually when they announce the prices. It's usually a little after that, sometimes in November before you get them. So these are for 2019. So just make sure you talk to the base and ask them when they're going to have the new batch of tickets. So the 4-day military promotional ticket, which is a 4-day Park Hopper, is $241 plus tax. The 5-day military promotional ticket with Park Hopper is $257 plus tax. If you're adding on the Park Hopper Plus option, which adds on the water parks and some other stuff, then it's $291 for a 4-day ticket and $307 for a 5-day ticket. There is no difference on the military tickets for child pricing versus adult pricing, because these prices are roughly half of what you would pay if you were buying them on your own through the Disney website. Okay, so it's a really good deal on the tickets. That's why you want to buy them through your base. Now remember, military salute rates are only for active and retired military, and you must have a certain ID to show when you get there to exchange these vouchers they give you for your actual tickets. So I can link your vouchers online, your My Disney Experience account, to do your fast passes, but when you get to the parks, you must go to a ticket booth, show them your military approved ID. They switch out for regular tickets. They'll relink those to your My Disney Experience account for you, and also they can link a memory maker for you at a discounted rate of $98. Okay, so don't buy the memory maker through a regular package. You want to get the military rate on that. So you also do that at the ticket booth. Then when you go to check in at your resort, you must show your military ID in order to get that room rate that we got you, or that I quoted for you. Military room rates can add on the Disney dining plans, any of them. So you just let me know which one you want quoted, and I'll add that into the quote for you. I cannot quote these online. I must call. So if you're wanting a quote, let me know, and I'll call and figure out what the best offer for you is. Okay. All right. This is interesting. The 5-day military promotional tickets can be purchased now through December 15th of 2019, and the 4-day can be purchased now through December 16th, because they end on the 19th, so they're giving you those days, right? So if you started your ticket, they would end by then. Special tickets must be used between January 1st, 2019, going through December 19th of 2019. You cannot use them after that. Okay, there's blockout dates for Christmas. There's also blockout dates for Easter on the room rates. Additionally, military members can purchase the memory maker for $98. We've already talked about that. So these rates go through December 19th of 2019. Let's see. Obviously, the number of rooms allocated for this offer is limited. Length of stay requirements may apply. Valid military ID will be required upon check-in, and military member or spouse must be staying in the room. This offer is for active or retired U.S. military personnel, including active or retired members of the U.S. National Guard, reservists, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Commission Corps of the Public Health Service, the Commission Corps of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, spouses of military service members, and PHS and NOAA Commission Corps members also qualify if they are able to present a valid and active military ID in the absence of active or retired personnel or Commission Corps members. You may not combine this with any other discount or promotion. Additional per adult charges may apply if there are more than 2 adults in a room. Advanced reservations are required. Offer excludes suites in moderate or deluxe resort hotels. But they do include villas, because I got some pricing on those yesterday. Okay, here's the rooms that are excluded in the military offer. Offer excludes the following room types: 3-bedroom villas, campsites, cabins at Copper Creek Villas, and cabins at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, the Little Mermaid standard rooms at Disney's Art of Animation Resort, and the bungalows at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows. Same things that are included on any offer. Okay, so that is all the offers and discounts that were released this week, and the new date-based ticket pricing. So now finally, let's end this news show with some uplifting news. So let's talk about the new early 2020 itineraries that have been released and the new departure ports for Disney Cruise Line. I already have my eye on the one I want. So I'm going on a cruise in November. I'm going to put a placeholder on this one, or on the one I want. So let's talk about it. In early 2020, Disney Cruise Line is offering an enticing mix of itineraries to must-see destinations throughout the Caribbean, Hawaii, the Bahamas, and more, including departures from New Orleans for the first time ever. So there's a lot of people here in the center of the country that we don't get a lot of port action because we're not on either coast, so we have to either fly or drive quite a distance to get to a port that Disney sails out of with Disney Cruise Line. So the cool part about this is they sail out of Galveston, but they only sail out of Galveston November and December. So if you live in Texas, and you don't want to fly, that's the only times you can go. New Orleans is not that far from a lot of people in the area of Texas that I live in. It's about a 6-hour drive. So technically you could drive it and get there day of, or you could stay the night before, which I encourage, and then drive back when you get back off the ship. But New Orleans, great location. All right, so advanced booking, here's how it's going to work. If you're a platinum, gold, or silver Castaway Club member, you can take advantage of the opportunity to book your new cruises before they go on sale to the general public on October 4th. You'll be able to book early 2020 itineraries online or by phone during this designated booking window. Now, obviously, you just tell me the one that you want to put on hold or book, and I will get it booked for you on these dates, okay? Because now they let us book Disney cruises online when they release the dates. It used to be that we had to call, so now we have a little bit more flexibility. So October 1st, if you're a platinum member, that's when you can start booking. October 2nd, if you're platinum and gold Castaway Club members. October 3rd, if you're silver, platinum, gold, or silver, obviously. And October 4th is anybody, the general public. Now, if you are a Disney Vacation Club member, an Adventures by Disney Insider, meaning you've gone on an Adventures by Disney tour before, or you're a Golden Oak Club member, you're invited to enjoy the exclusive opportunity to book the new cruises via phone before they go on sale to the general public on October 4th. If you're a Golden Oak member, you can start calling in October 1st at 8 a.m. Eastern. If you're a Disney Vacation Club member or an Adventure by Disney Insider, you can start booking on October 3rd at 8 a.m. Eastern. If you're using points. If you're not using points, you can go online or have your travel agent do it. Actually, you have to call Disney Cruise Line still. I'm sorry. It's just you don't have to call DVC member line if you're not using points to book. And then Adventures by Disney Insiders, you call the Adventures by Disney number or your travel agent. So there you go. So here, let's start the new itineraries. Here's where they are: the Caribbean. Whether you're looking for a short escape or a substantial week-long vacation at sea, our 2020 Caribbean lineup has you covered. The Western Caribbean lineup. 2020 Disney Wonder, which is the ship that sails out of Galveston currently at the end of the year. A 4-night Western Caribbean cruise from New Orleans is going to be available on February 27th and March 2nd. The Western Caribbean cruises go from New Orleans, day at sea, Cozumel, Mexico, day at sea, back to New Orleans. So basically like the Galveston Western Caribbean 4-night sailing, same itinerary, but just from New Orleans. If you're doing a Disney Magic 5-night West Caribbean cruise from Miami, the Disney Magic is going to be based out of Miami. So if you're doing that, it's going to be January 4th, February 1st, February 15th, and February 29th out of Miami, Florida. Then you go to Georgetown, Grand Cayman. Then you go to Castaway Cay. So that's an advantage to going out of Miami. And then you go back to Miami. If you're doing a Magic 5-night Western Caribbean cruise on January 18th or March 14th, then that will be Miami, Florida to Castaway Cay second, then Cozumel, then back to Miami. There's also 5-night Western Caribbean cruises from Miami on the Magic for March 28th, April 11th, and April 25th. And those also go to Castaway Cay as well as Cozumel, Mexico. If you want to go on a 6-night Western Caribbean cruise from Galveston to San Juan, Puerto Rico, one leaves out of Galveston January 13th on the Wonder. It goes to Cozumel, Mexico, Georgetown, Grand Cayman, Falmouth, Jamaica, and then back. If you're going on the Disney Wonder 6-night Western Caribbean cruise from New Orleans on February 21st, this is from New Orleans, it'll leave from New Orleans, have a day at sea, go to Cozumel, Mexico, then Georgetown, Grand Cayman, and then back to New Orleans. The Fantasy 6-night Western Caribbean cruise from Port Canaveral leaves on March 29th, and it goes to Castaway Cay for one of its days, and then those other 2 places plus Costa Maya, Mexico. If you're going on the Disney Fantasy 7-night Western Caribbean cruise from Port Canaveral, you have January 4th, 18th, February 1st, February 15th, 29th, March 14th, April 11th, April 25th, May 9th, and May 23rd at a Port Canaveral. On the Western Caribbean 7-night cruises on the Fantasy. The shorter cruises out of Port Canaveral are going to be on the Dream. And then the Magic is going to be going out of Miami. If you want to do a Southern Caribbean cruise, it'll be going on the Wonder. And those go down to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and some other places past that. The Disney Fantasy 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruises from Port Canaveral are January 11th, 25th, February 22nd, March 7th, April 4th, April 18th, May 2nd, May 16th, and May 30th. Out of Port Canaveral, then you go to Tortola, British Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, Castaway Cay, and then come back. So that's the Eastern Caribbean on the Fantasy 7-night cruise. Let's see. If you want to go on an 8-night Eastern Caribbean cruise from Port Canaveral on the Fantasy, that leaves March 21st, and it goes to Basseterre, St. Kitts, St. John's, Antigua, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Castaway Cay, and then back to Port Canaveral. If you want to do the Southern Caribbean cruises I was just talking about on the Disney Wonder, they are 7-night Southern Caribbean cruises from San Juan, Puerto Rico. So you start in San Juan on January 19th of 2020. You go to St. John's, Antigua, Kralindik, Bonaire, never heard of that, Oranjestad, Aruba, Williamstad, Curaçao, and then you're at sea, and then you're back to San Juan. If you do the Disney Wonder 7-night Southern Caribbean cruise from San Juan on January 26th, that's the other date it is offered. It goes San Juan, St. John's, Antigua, Phillipsburg, St. Martin, Fort de France, Martinique, Bridgetown, Barbados, Castries, St. Lucia, and then back to San Juan. Now, here's the Hawaii one. This is one of the ones I want to do. Okay, so get ready to discover some of Hawaii's best kept secrets when you cast off on a 9 or 10-night journey to a series of alluring locales. 5 days at sea will also grant you ample time to experience the first-rate onboard amenities your cruise ship has to offer, and this is the Wonder, which I love. So, the 2020 Disney Wonder 9-night Hawaiian cruise starts in Vancouver, Canada, and ends up in Honolulu, Hawaii. And this one is leaving April 29th of 2020. Day one, you start out in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. You have days at sea for several days. The 5 days are right then after you leave Vancouver. Then day 7, you're going to be in Na'awili, Hawaii. Day 8, you're going to be at Kahului, Hawaii. Day 9th, you're going to be in Hilo, Hawaii. And day 10th, you will end up in Honolulu, Hawaii, which is where Alani at Disney Resort and Spa is located, if you wanted to add some days onto the end of your trip. If you want to go on the 10-night Hawaiian cruise, it is leaving from Honolulu, Hawaii on May 8th of 2020, and it arrives in Vancouver, Canada 10 nights later. So it starts out in Honolulu, Hawaii. It goes to Hilo, Na'awili, it's actually there for 2 nights, day 3 and 4. Then it goes to Kahului, Hawaii, and then it's days at sea for 5 days, and then you end up in Vancouver. Now, we just talked about this, that Adventures by Disney has the long weekend starting in Vancouver, Canada in 2019. So if you wanted to start your vacation in Alani for a couple of nights, then get on your cruise in Honolulu, take your cruise to Vancouver, then do the long weekend in Vancouver, that might be a really cool option. I mean, you could do Adventures by Disney and Disney Cruise and Alani all in one trip. That's what I'm thinking. So that's the 2 Hawaii cruises that are going to be offered in 2020. Now the Bahamas, there's a ton of them, and they are going from Port Canaveral, Miami, San Juan, and New Orleans. So if you're wanting to go out of New Orleans to go to Castaway Cay, this is how you do it. It's a Bahamian cruise. So the Disney Dream is doing all the shorter cruises, the 3-night, 4-night Bahamian cruises from Port Canaveral to Castaway Cay and back, and sometimes Nassau is included, depending on how many nights. If it's a 4-night, Nassau is included. Actually 3 nights, they include them too. They're every week. Like January 3rd, 10th, 24th, 31st, February 7th, 14th, 21th, 28th, March 6th, March 20th, March 27th, April 3rd, April 10th, April 17th, April 24th, May 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. So you're going to be on the Dream, and that's where they go. Port Canaveral, Nassau, Castaway Cay, Port Canaveral. So that's the 3-night Bahamian cruise out of Port Canaveral. On the Dream, The Disney Magic will also have a 3-night Bahamian cruise leaving from Miami on May 8th. And that one's going to go Miami, Castaway Cay, Nassau, and back to Miami. If you want to do the 4-night Bahamian cruise from Port Canaveral, that's Port Canaveral, Castaway Cay, Nassau, and then back to Port Canaveral. And those are January, March, April, and another April one in 2020. If you want another 4-night Bahamian cruise from Port Canaveral, there are several other options every single month, all the way up through the end of May. Now, the reason these are ending at the end of May is because that's as far out as they've released the 2020 itinerary so far. So it's just for first part of 2019. They haven't released the ones after that yet, or 2020. All right. There are Disney Magic 4-night Bahamian cruises from Miami. There's another one on January 14th that also goes to Castaway Cay and Nassau. 4-night Bahamian cruises from Miami are available many, many dates, January through May or the end of April. And they go to Nassau, Castaway Cay, and then back to Miami. There's 5-night Bahamian cruises from Miami. So they go to Miami. They start in Miami. They do a day at sea, then Key West, Nassau, and Castaway Cay. So those 5-night ones add Key West to the itinerary. And there's several of those out of Miami. Then if you want to do the Disney Wonder 5-night Bahamian cruise from San Juan, Puerto Rico to New Orleans to get it up to its New Orleans time, that one leaves February 2nd from San Juan. It has a day at sea. Then you go to Castaway Cay. Then you have 2 more days at sea and you end up in New Orleans. If you want to do the 7-night Bahamian cruise that leaves from New Orleans on the Wonder, it will leave February 7th of 2020. It'll go New Orleans, 2 days at sea, Nassau, Castaway Cay, Key West, day at sea, then back to New Orleans. That's also one I would like to do. There's also, out of the San Diego port, Baja, Mexico cruises. There's a Disney Wonder 2-night Baja cruise from San Diego on April 10th. It goes San Diego, Ensenada, Mexico, back to San Diego. There's a 4-night Baja cruise from San Diego on March 25th. And it goes San Diego, Cabo San Lucas, and then back to San Diego. The 5-night Baja cruise is March 20th, April 5th, and April 19th of 2020 on the Wonder, and that's San Diego, Cabo San Lucas, Ensenada, and back to San Diego. And then if you're wanting to do the Disney Wonder 7-night Mexican Riviera cruise from San Diego, that leaves March 29th and April 12th, and that goes from San Diego to Cabo San Lucas to Mazatlan, Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and then back to San Diego. Now, there are Pacific Coast cruises as well. There's a 5-night Pacific Coast cruise on the Wonder that goes from San Diego up to Vancouver, Canada. And that one is leaving April 24th of 2020. It goes from San Diego, day at sea, San Francisco, day at sea, Victoria, British Columbia, and then ends up in Vancouver, British Columbia. Now, the Panama Canal 14-night cruise. Here's when it is. It is the Disney Wonder 14-night westbound Panama Canal cruise from New Orleans. So it's leaving from New Orleans and ending up in San Diego. And it goes through the Panama Canal. This is so cool. So you leave from New Orleans on March 6th, and you're gone for 14 nights on the Disney Wonder. So you leave out of New Orleans, you have a day at sea, you go to Cozumel, Mexico, then Georgetown, Grand Cayman the next day, then another day at sea, then Cartagena, Colombia, then the Panama Canal, then 4 days at sea, then Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, a day at sea, and then you end up in San Diego. How cool would that be? And that's it. So those are the new 2020 itineraries. I'm most excited living in this area of the country for the ones going out of New Orleans and also for the Hawaii one, because 2020 is my husband and I's 20th anniversary year, and it's also my 40th birthday year. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to make it a blowout. We're going to celebrate all that stuff, and whatever I choose, it is going to be a blowout trip. So I'm very excited. All right. Well, that is all the news I have for today. I know it was long, but I wanted to make sure and take some time to explain the new ticket pricing structure and when it starts and why you needed to continue using your travel agent to do it, because it's going to be more complicated. Also, I wanted to tell you about the new offers that are out and the best way to utilize those. And then finally, I wanted to talk about these new cruise itineraries. So thank you for sticking with me. And thank you for letting me show you our birthday party for Mickey that we're doing tonight. And I hope you guys have a great week. Obviously, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below and I will get back to you. Talk to you later.